What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, man. Checking in, man. Alright, so I got a topic of discussion that I want to talk about, right? We out here going through Columbus, going around Columbus, you know what I'm saying? We finna get on 270. You know, we're not finna make that mistake again. Don't be a dupe, take the loop. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, that hazmat ticket that I gotta go to court for, or that my lawyer has to go to court for, was because I didn't take this exit here, 270, to go around. You see what's saying up there, what's the HM and got the circle around it? That's for hazmat loads, man. We're supposed to take the loops around these cities and not go inside. You know, most cities anyways have those restrictions. So if you don't take those loops and you do proceed to go through those cities, man, you'll get a nasty ticket like I did. So, but you know, we learned that lesson. So, you know, every L is a lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? Every L is a lesson. So, but anyways, what I want to talk about in this video, man, I want to kind of I've been doing a lot of talking about myself these last couple of weeks to damn near month. Really, it's been a couple. I've just been talking about myself and my situation, just because there's been so much going on. But I kind of want to take a step back from that for this video and talk about college versus trucking versus college. And you know, you could change it to college versus a trade, but you know, I don't really have a lot of information on other trades as far as like welding, brick mason, you know, things to that nature, carpenter. But I do have, you know, a decent amount of information on truck driving. You know, I've been on the truck now for almost 4 years. So I want to discuss, or open up the discussion anyways, and this kind of might be a little bit old topic, but I haven't spoken on it so long, and you know, my perspective is still the same, but you know, maybe we can reopen it, I guess. I don't know. In my opinion, I believe that college is a waste of time. Let's start off there. And this might offend some people. This might offend some people back home. I mean, no disrespect, but you know what? I got to be able to speak my mind if I'm going to honestly do this video. I can't do this video if I can't openly speak my mind, because it'll just sound like a bunch of, you know, whatever. So, to me, college is a waste of time. I know too many friends and family and associates, Facebook friends, followers, subscribers that I have had conversations with who have gone to college, got bachelor degrees, associate's degrees, master degrees, different type of certificates, you know, all this paperwork telling them that they're smarter than the normal person, but they are in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. Thousands of dollars in debt, okay? I mean, I'm talking about anywhere from $10,000 to $80,000 in debt, just so they could get a piece of paper, so telling everyone that they're smarter than everybody else, because obviously they're struggling, because they're not in the career that they want to be in. They're not in the career they want to be in. They're not, you know, making the money they want to make, which is understandable, because, I mean, even with a college degree, you're not going to make the money you want to make right out the gate unless you're doing something like fucking brain surgery or, you know, building rockets and spaceships and shit. But, you know, you're not making the money you want to make. You're not really doing what you want to do. And so, I mean, what was the point? You know, college is supposed to, I should have got in the middle lane. College was supposed to be, it's supposed to be 4 years. That's what they told us in high school, 4 years. I know some people that have went to college for that 4-year degree that they say I'm supposed to take. I know people who have taken 6 to 8 years to get that 4-year degree. Are you serious? You know why? Because life happens. somebody gets pregnant, you know, a family situation, death in the family. It's so much that it happens, you know. And to be a full-time student, it's very, very, very difficult to be a full-time student and be a full-time worker, especially because you're in college still. So 9 times out of 10, you're working a crap job. You're not making the money that you need to make to even live. You know what I'm saying? So you're in college. You know, if you're not staying on the dormitories, which 9 times out of 10 you're not, because that's even more money. So you're staying with your moms, your dad, your family, and you out here. So you trying to do full-time college hours, full-time work hours. Look at this traffic. That is wonderful. It's just not enough hours in the day, man. But you go through all that and you do it. So you do it because people are doing it. You do it. And then you get out of college with $60,000 in debt. You don't even make $45,000 your first year. I got a lot of classmates who went to college and became teachers. Why they did that shit, I have no idea, but I respect them for doing it. But I know they not making but $34,000, $35,000. And it just, I have the utmost respect for them because I know why they did that. They want to reach back and teach the youth. They want to help. They want to make a difference, save the world, all that good stuff. Go Captain Planet, yay, by our powers combined. But at the end of the day, if you can't combine enough money to pay them bills at the end of the month, was that college degree really worth it? You know, I feel like once upon a time, college used to have a certain prestige about it. You know, you used to look at people who went to college a certain way. Oh man, he got a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech University. Oh my goodness. Now, I mean, college is so, to me, watered down. I mean, you go online and get a degree. You know, you go to Strayer, you can go to, I mean, they got so many crazy, like, bootleg colleges is what I call them. You know, doing commercials and shit like that. You get a bachelor's degree from anywhere damn near. Hell, I think McDonald's has a university. You know, so it's just like, if it's so many colleges and it's damn near impossible to not be able to get accepted into college, how prestige is it anymore? Because everybody can get it. Everybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me speaking ignorantly, but that's just the way I look at it. I just do not think that college is all that. And on the flip side, to compare it to trucking, with trucking or with a trade, it doesn't take as long to get trained on. Let's say 2 years max, you know, and you know, 30 days minimum. And you come out making a decent wage. And you start making back that money almost immediately. That's the other thing about college. You're not guaranteed employment. Yeah, you network and you try to build relationships while you're there, but you gotta put that work in. With a trade, that shit is damn near waiting on you. When you get a CDL, you got at least 10 jobs waiting for you to apply to them. Like, honestly, with a CDL, it's not even an interview with most trucking jobs. You won't start going on interviews for trucking jobs until you get to want to be like a local driver or a regional driver. Or maybe a higher paying, and I'm talking about like a Walmart type job where, you know, you're making 80, 90,000 your first off bat. But like most trucking jobs, it's a phone call. That's it, maybe 2 phone calls, and you're hired. You know, now again, I'm not sure about other trades. Like, well, I don't know the process with that, so I'm just gonna speak specifically on trucking. So already off the bat, when you're looking at trucking, and you're looking at college, and you look at the percentage of using that certificate or that CDL versus that degree, you're already up one with a CDL because you know you're going to get work. You know you're going. I wish I could find the statistics on it, but it has to be 98.9 or 99.9% of everyone who gets a CDL finds a job, guaranteed. It has to be. Because a lot of times with the CDL, the people who are paying for your CDL is the people you're going to work for. And then you look at the cost. Like I already said, I know people who got $10,000 to $80,000 in debt. And that's before interest. That's before the crazy interest rate. You get your CDL, I've never seen anyone say that they have spent over $4,000 to $5,000 on a CDL with guaranteed employment. Guaranteed. When you get your CDL, you're coming out and you're making $35,000 to $45,000 your first year. 1 year. I've heard some people go up to $50,000, but I just don't see that often. I guess it just depends on if you get a special situation. But if you average it out, it's probably $30,000 to $45,000. So we'll split down the middle, call it $40,000. That isn't bad to have no experience whatsoever. So you telling me I can go somewhere for a month, get trained on this profession, turn around and get on a trainer's truck for anywhere from a month to 3 months, and then now I have a guaranteed $40,000 as long as I don't fuck up? Come on, man. Like, let's be honest, and I get it, man. Like, college is just one of those things that's been beaten in our heads and in our thought process since we were kids. That was the end-all be-all is you gotta go to college. And honestly, I just don't see the need anymore. It just isn't worth it. Meanwhile, here in trucking, and again, I'm only talking on trucking because I don't know any other trades personally, but you look at trucking, I found out about trucking exactly 4 years ago. 4.5, and 4 years later, here I am making a lot more than most of my friends who are even, honest enough to tell me what they make. Because a lot of people with college degrees that are working places, that's what that shit where people say, oh, you shouldn't talk about your pay. That's because everybody is ashamed of how much they make. They going to school for 6 years and making $38,000. I wouldn't tell nobody either. I'd be mad as a motherfucker. You kidding me? Late nights taking tests and midterms and what? Hey, man, that's just my opinion, man. Now, if my son says that he wants to go to college, by all means, son, go and do whatever it is that makes you happy. But go to college because you want to go to college versus most people who go to college because they are told that that's the best thing for them to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but, I'm sure that some people are going to disagree. I'm sure that some people are going to get offended. And again, if it offends you, I apologize. That wasn't my intent. But I have to be able to speak freely on this because we look at the numbers, man. Look at the facts. Go look up Sallie Mae's CEO's net worth. Go look at Sallie Mae's net worth. It's not a coincidence. They are making billions of dollars off of us to go to college. For us to only make pennies. Pennies. To be honest, I don't even know too many people who have gone to college and came out with a degree and are making a lot of money, with the exception of the obvious, medical. And that's the even crazy part. Because if you want to make more money with college, you have to further your education. So the bachelor degree, it's damn near worthless if you're not adding a master's, if you're not asking a medical school or law school or whatever other special training is required for your specific career field. So those 4 years are worthless unless you continue on, which is what? More debt. That's why Republicans don't want you to fucking get student loans, because none of them went to college. You know what I'm saying? They come from wealth. Wealthy people ain't going to college for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just craziness, man. It's craziness, man. College is not worth it to me, man. I'm not gonna call it a scam because there are other reasons that people go to college, but I just don't see where it's worth it. Not anymore. Maybe 20 years ago, maybe even 10 years, not even 10, maybe 20 years ago. Maybe in the 80s and 90s, college was worth a little bit more. But in today's society, man, when you can, you got people on YouTube making millions of dollars thousands of dollars. You got people doing the craziest things, man. Like every day something new is coming out where you can be your own boss and make great money. Whether it's Uber, whether it's whatever, DoorDash. Like, people laugh at those people, but some people who are doing DoorDash and Uber are making more than people who have college degrees. Let that sink in. If you are doing Uber in New York or LA or a major city, 9 times out of 10, you're probably making more than somebody in a small town who went to a college and got a 4-year degree and now they're a manager at McDonald's. Just doesn't seem worth it to me, man. Just doesn't. You know, my life changed drastically when I got my CDL. Like, it's night and day. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know. Maybe if I would have got my degree, it would have did too, but damn sure not as fast. And with the way that technology is evolving, a lot of these professions that require a degree are going to get phased out anyways with technology. But, you know, that's a deeper, darker conversation. Nobody ready to have that conversation, but, you know, whatever. But that's just my opinion, man. What do I know? I'm just some stupid fat truck driver who really loves what to do and what he do. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from going to college. I'm just giving you my opinion. If you can't handle my opinion, then hey, sorry. Welcome to America. People are allowed to have opinions. And just because you disagree with it don't mean that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Look up the numbers. Look up how many people are in debt and unemployed and miserable that went to college and went to damn good colleges. I'm not just talking about community college. I'm talking about good colleges with all the accreditations and all that shit. And look what they doing. Go look at your high school reunion. When you go to your high school reunion, or look at some of your high school classmates who had all these great numbers and academics and all that shit. Look what they doing now. And then look at your classmates who got trades, and look what they doing. I see more successful people with trades than I do with hell. I mean, I know people who came straight out of college, came straight out of high school and went to the shipyard. They went straight to work, and they're doing better than people with college degrees because they're damn near making the same money, but they don't have the debt. They don't have the debt. Now, mind you, they have to do more manual labor, which sucks, I know. But, I mean, if we're just comparing the numbers, they're doing the same numbers, the same shit. And they started right after high school. So, as to the person that went to college started to let go of money or lose money by paying for college, the person who went straight to work, if they doing what they supposed to, been saving money. So, who knows, in the 4 years after high school, the person that got a college degree with $60,000 in debt, compared to the person that's been working for 4 years, he might got $15,000, $20,000 saved. As far as, you know, maybe 401k and shit like that. I don't know, man. Somebody look up the numbers, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just been sounding like an idiot for the last damn 20 minutes. Who knows? But I can only go by what I be seeing, man, on my Facebook feed and, you know, different articles that I read from time to time. It just doesn't look like it's worth it anymore, man. I think trucking is way better. I think any type of trade is way better, man. Honestly. Low startup costs and more money longer term. But that's my opinion, man. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, man. Remember, whatever you decide to do, take care of your hustle, and your hustle should take care of you, man. Every single day. Look at y'all cut me off. Lord.